Hey y'all, it's John Trent from Dana Comics, and I've got a Lord of the Rings update for you. If you are unfamiliar with what's going on with Lord of the Rings, there is an Amazon Studios production that's going to be set in the Second Age, and we are going to be looking at consulting producer Bryan Cogman and Dana Schwartz, the She-Hulk writer who decided to attack South Park, has gone on to call for an end to the Western canon, and has made a bunch of other bizarre, flamboyant, just kind of incendiary comments in the past. So Lord of the Rings consulting producer Bryan Cogman claims he's not recruiting She-Hulk writer Dana Schwartz for Amazon's upcoming Lord of the Rings series. Cogman recently sparked fears that Schwartz, known for her attacks on South Park, calling for an end to Western canon, and comparing men to Oscar the Grouch, could be getting herself involved in the Lord of the Rings series. Schwartz had taken to Twitter to indicate that her time in the She-Hulk writing room had ended and was asking if there was a showrunner or writer who was looking for someone with her skill set. So this is what she wrote on Twitter. The She-Hulk room ended, so if you happen to be a showrunner looking for a writer who makes jokes and writes books and knows a lot of historical fun facts, hit me up. She would add, also, if you're an editor who needs a freelancer on a feature, I happen to have a very low-key social life and a lot of free time at the moment. She would get a response from Bryan Cogman. He simply responded, "Hi, yes, are your DMs open?" He then added, "Or you could just DM me. Thanks. Love the podcast, by the way." Schwartz then responded, "Just followed you," with a little smiley face. So Cogman's comments and subsequent conversation would be brought to the attention of YouTuber Gary Beekler of Nerdrotic by fellow YouTuber Geeky Candy, with the assumption that Cogman was reaching out to Schwartz to bring her onto the Lord of the Rings series. So in Geeky Candy's tweet, she tagged Nerdrotics, Hills vs. Babyface, Jeremy Griggs from Geeks and Gamers, and Doomcock, and simply wrote, "Rest in peace, Lord of the Rings." Beekler would then take that, and he would write, "Always available for free consultation, Lord of the Rings on Prime." He then provided his free consultation. 1, keep Tom shippy and listen to him at every turn. 2, honor Tolkien's messages and his mythology. 3, do not hire Dana, banish Western canon, Schwartz. So this tweet would come to the attention of Bryan Cogman. He would respond to the comment indicating that he was not looking to hire Schwartz onto Lord of the Rings. He wrote, "Okay, 1, Dana is a terrific writer and a cool person. Also, the Western canon will be just fine." He then added, 2, this has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings. I'm not the showrunner. I'm just a consulting producer. 3, be nice. In a separate follow-up thread, Cogman would detail his work on Amazon's Lord of the Rings series. He began, "Okay, a few people have been misinformed or aren't reading my profile closely, so here goes, just this once." He then explained that he did help the Lord of the Rings writing team get the project off the ground. He tweeted, "I'm a consulting producer on Lord of the Rings. The job is exactly what it sounds like. I was involved heavily at the beginning, helping the incredible Murderer's Row of writers get the thing off the ground before stepping away to focus on my own shows for Amazon." He then made it crystal clear that he is not running the Lord of the Rings show. "I'm not running it. I never was running it. I was honored and thrilled and happy to work on it for a spell." Then Cogman concluded, "Now I'm writing movies, developing my own series, and have returned to Twitter mainly to talk movies with my Talking Movies pals. That kind of thing is by far the majority of what you'll experience if you follow me. If that's not for you, all good." However, in a response to a fan, he did say that he is still consulting for Lord of the Rings, and he's still a consulting producer. He said, "I'm still a consulting producer," and then put a little smiley face. So what's interesting about this whole conversation is that Cogman's original comments when he was reaching out to Schwartz came just days before Deadline reported that New Zealand was opening up their country to allow film and TV productions to begin after the coronavirus pandemic shut down production across the country. However, what's even more interesting is that the Lord of the Rings series, according to Deadline, has no plans to actually return to New Zealand anytime soon, even with them opening up the country to production. So Deadline reports that the show had originally planned to go into a 4 to 5 month hiatus following the filming of the first 2 episodes. That planned hiatus is now being rolled into the coronavirus shutdown, so they're going to continue that 4 to 5 months hiatus along with their stoppage for the coronavirus. As far as how much they did get finished there, Deadline says that they got the bulk of the shooting finished for the first 2 episodes that are being directed by J.A. Bayona. So that's really interesting. There's also rumors that the Lord of the Rings series fired all of their writing staff before coronavirus even went down. So there's still a possibility that he might have been contacting her for Lord of the Rings, but he's saying that it's not for Lord of the Rings. I just wanted to get this out there, see what you guys think about this. Do you believe Mr. Bryan Cogman, or do you think that he's actually bringing her on to Lord of the Rings, and we could see Lord of the Rings fall prey to Dana Schwartz, this woman who has said that she wants to end Western canon, has compared men in general to Oscar the Grouch, has gone after South Park, has just made a number of these like kind of incendiary comments over the past couple months. So let me know what you think in the comments. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounty the Comics. I'll see you next time.